I ain't had a rough weekend. I ain't get a haircut or nothing. I'm just winging it, winging it.
Winging it. Welcome to Winging It. We talked about the Eagles last night. You know, they win 16-9, improved to 8-2, locking down another dominant win, a big win in the NFC. Defense was dominant, but we have to talk about it.
Defense was dominant. Offense, a no-show, which is becoming a theme, and I'm not sure how much I really like it. But see, everybody made it seem as if when AJ was so vocal about things on the offense that it was just about targets. Wasn't just about targets, but clearly they must have seemed to think it was just about targets because they targeted him 11 times last night.
Yes,
Which still didn't help the offense move the way it's supposed to move anyway. They said it was windy last night, so I don't know if that played a part with a couple balls selling and stuff like that. But yeah, offense leaves a lot to be desired. But that defense, that's a championship defense. You can win a championship with that defense. To hold the Packers last week to 7 points, and then to hold the Lions this week to 9 points. Two teams that came in those weeks putting up averaging over 30 per game, and you hold both of those teams back-to-back weeks to single digits. That's impressive.
Yes, it's hard to watch because this offense is a spectacular offense, personnel-wise. And for them to be stopped or for them to look the way they look, it's just mind-blowing at this point. And it's very frustrating for especially the fans. And I'm tired of hearing about the offense, right? And I'll get to the defense after because I want to, talk about how great that was and what I think about that. But is it the play calling? Is it the route? Is it the routes in the play calling? Like yesterday, they did a lot more throwing the ball, but you still don't see that 3-4 step drop and then hitting someone 15, 20 yards in stride on cutting. It's just not there. Everything's a breakdown.
But there's a lot of this offense that's just missing from what we're used to.
Yeah.
Like the run, the RPO is just like non-existent. Jalen barely runs the ball. I think I seen the stat last night where it's like his running attempts or yards or whatever, like the lowest in his career is like 3.5 yards per carry or something like that.
Yeah.
Because he's not running the ball.
Yeah.
And when Jalen was running the ball, the offense moved smoothly because the linebackers had to respect whether he was going to keep the ball or give the ball. Now it's like they just teeing off on whoever the running back is because there's no threat of Jalen running. And I don't know if that's something that's being intentionally done in Patullo's offense or something's amiss that they just not doing it. Like, I don't understand that part. Like, where's the RPO? Where is the screen? Oh, we seen one screen a couple weeks ago, but that went for 41 yards, and then you don't go to it anymore.
Yeah.
Like every week I find myself going into the game with high hopes of an offensive
waiting
explosion.
for this offense to look the way they potentially should look. And what we're used to it's the same offense from last year.
I mean,
Offensive
the personnel
line.
is the same.
See, the offensive line, we've had injuries, which we have not had over the past couple of years. And that affects a lot, but I just don't know if it's affecting it as much as what we're seeing.
I mean, like we were fortunate to not have these issues as far as injuries over the last couple of seasons. And I guess us as a fan base, we kind of got not jaded, but kind of got used to it a little bit. Just expecting the O-line to always be healthy. Yeah. And this year we got bit by the bug a little bit.
Yep.
Like even last night we just lost Lane. We just lost Lane for probably potentially the rest of the season. We might not see Lane no more until the playoffs. But Les Frank, that's a 6 to 8 weeks injury.
Yeah.
So now Lane's gone. So now when you were trying to be creative and do stuff like having 6 O-lines out there to try to help run the ball, now you might not be able to do that because now you got to move Fred to where Lane was.
Yeah.
And Fred was just 6 O-linemen. So like, and historically the record without Lane is not good anyway.
Yes.
So I don't know, but I mean, our schedule do look like. If you're looking at the schedule, if I'm looking at the schedule now, going the rest of the season, I don't see where one of these teams get us. But it's football. It's any given Sunday, anything can happen. But I really feel like they could potentially not lose another game this season. But is the offense going to wake up?
That's the scary part of all this, that we are 8-2. Look at who we've beaten, and away and home, and it's a scary team if this offense gets it together. If this offense produces the way they have stars that they can produce, I don't see any team that could beat this team, especially the way this defense is firing now. But before we get to that, I want to talk about the absolute, and I watched a lot of the shows this morning, even last night, and really didn't see it brought up this way. The absolute, and it's no disrespect to the Lions. I actually like the Lions team, but when I say this, the disrespect for our offense, that's why they went for it as many times.
Listen,
and they say Dan Campbell goes for it. No, they knew that they weren't scared.
I don't know. Did I text you that last night?
Yes.
Yo, I said that. I said, it's crazy because they keep going for it because they do not respect this offense is going to be able to move the ball.
Right.
And he wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't wrong. The offense. Yo, how many times we had the ball in their territory?
I mean,
we constantly was in their territory.
The interception.
They couldn't move the ball.
The interception, we got on the 10-yard line.
And you don't score.
No.
Well, you don't score a touchdown.
No.
And you came into the game as the number one red zone offense.
Yes.
In the whole league.
Yeah.
And you couldn't score a touchdown.
Nothing.
Not only that, you came into the game as the number one red zone offense, but you also came in the game with the most 3 and outs.
Yeah.
That's that don't compute. That don't make sense.
And that's exactly
how are you
what
this good and how are you this inept?
That's what they did after the interception. They went 3 and out. I mean, I can't even remember how they go 3 and out
all the time. I don't understand it. What up, Drew? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, you just constantly 3 and out. First of all, this offense is too talented to not sustain drives.
Right.
And that takes me back to the point that I just made a few minutes ago, as far as where is the RPO? When we ran the RPO, we could sustain drives. We could get the ball at the 10-yard line, at our 10, 16, 17 plays, downfield, touchdown.
Yep.
There's none of that this season.
None of it. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Can't sustain drives. That's not a sustainable way to win in this league, and something got to happen. Because if we go about just the defense, absolutely, we could win the championship. But this offense got to wake up.
So that's what we get to. The defense is 100% a championship caliber defense. Just, kind of like you saw how it got.
Even with Adoree Jackson getting torched last night a couple times.
Right. I saw something this morning that pissed me off because, you see these people talking about the Eagles, Seattle, and the Rams, right? The 3 top teams in the NFC. And how they worry about the Eagles still more because of their offense. Now, I watched them games yesterday. Sam Donald, those 4 interceptions in the game, right?
Did they win? Seattle won?
No. But the Rams won.
Okay.
Right? But the Rams didn't do shit. 2 of their touchdowns were set up by turnovers, and they had the ball on the 10-yard line. Now, meaning they got touchdowns.
Yeah, we had a turnover on the 10. We didn't get a touchdown.
But we get nitpicked much more. The offense looks bad, right? The offense, I don't like the way the offense looks. But even watching Kansas City yesterday, a couple plays here and there, but they had 6 points at halftime too. The Rams can't beat us. We're just like you said before. We're just that team. We beat them this year.
Some teams just got some numbers.
The way that defense looked the last 2 games, again, I'm not expecting respect because we never get respect. But I'm not worried about The offense, I keep saying, is going to come around. That defense last night, what they did to that team, shows me that they can beat anybody.
Absolutely.
They can beat anybody, even with the offense looking that way. And if it was any other team but the Eagles, these fucking national pundits would still be fucking saying that about these teams. But because it's the Eagles, no. It's
And even tonight or tomorrow, after this whole week, what is this, week 11? After the whole week 11 is in the books. And, they do they best team and right now, whatever. I bet you nobody still put the Eagles.
No, it'll be the Rams.
They still gonna have either the Rams or the Seahawks and all that win.
Buffalo.
But look at the resume. Look at the teams the Eagles have beaten this season.
Yeah.
Look at the teams the Rams have beaten.
Yeah.
Look at the teams that Seattle has beaten.
It's all about that schedule, man.
The Eagles got the strongest strength of wins in this season than anybody, no matter what the record is. They've played they played Dallas, Dallas is what they is right now, but Dallas is not really no easy walk in the park.
Right.
I hate to give them any credit, but they really not no easy walk in the park. Right. Okay, they beat Dallas, they beat Kansas City, they beat Tampa Bay, they beat the Rams, they beat Green Bay, they beat the Lions. That's damn near 7 playoff teams in one season.
Yes. For a team that had the hardest
They in 7 playoff games. Playoff teams.
They had the hardest schedule coming into the season.
And through 11 weeks, you sit there at 8-2.
Yeah.
When technically you really could have been 9-1. You really only lost one game. So that's when you shit the bed against the Giants.
Right.
But because you were supposed to win that Denver game. I don't know how that happened, but you were supposed to win that Denver game. Well, but the only game that they really got beat is that Giants game.
Talk about that Denver game, though. Right?
But a broken clock is right twice a day. Yes. So New York.
Talk about that Denver game, right? So, unfortunately, I was not happy with the way that game ended last night on that pass interference because I knew it was going to, just like the tush push, there was going to be a lot of fucking talk. And I saw Cam Newton today with, they asked that question, did that play cost them the game? He had the balls to say, yeah, as if like that was a shootout that game and they were moving the ball. And because of that bad play is the reason why they lost the game and the Eagles won. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Cam has bad takes all the time.
Well, they almost all have bad
Cam
takes.
is so biased. I feel like Cam is the way that he is when it comes towards the Eagles. I feel like, I'm going to say it's a jealousy thing. He's mad because Jalen is everything he never could be.
Right.
He's mad that Jalen is everything he never could be.
Right. But to go back to the Denver game, you remember the end of that Denver game, 2 minutes left, when there should have been a pass interference on the goal line with Goddard.
Got it. Yeah.
Right? That would have, instead we kick a field goal, where that should have been a 1st and goal. Yep. Right? I mean, so that shit
There's a few bad calls in that game.
Right.
Even intentional grounding that they called not intentional grounding on Bo Nix.
So I don't like that the game ended on that note because I knew exactly that would be talked about more than how great the Eagles defense and what they did to that team.
Right.
It was impressive how they stopped that team. And even though they went for it all them times on 4th down because of the lack of respect, they still fucking stopped them every time.
Think about this. I don't remember ever seeing a game, and I could be wrong, but I don't remember ever seeing a game where one team turned it over on downs 5 times in a game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They turned it over 5 times on downs in a game. And that's because they did not respect the Eagles offense. They did not think they could move the ball on them. And they proven to be right because they really didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's why I said, when we texted, it was disrespect, but I wasn't mad at them for it because I'd fucking do it too playing against that offense. That offense didn't scare.
It don't matter where I give them the ball at. They can't score.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you put it all on the offensive coordinator?
No, I don't put it all on the offensive coordinator. I put it on some of the players too. I put it on execution. Like there were plays there to be made. Like if y'all got to execute that right. And AJ, for as much as you bitched and moaned about the offense need to be better and all that, and clearly I understand AJ a lot more now after his press conference that he had earlier in the week.
Okay.
So I clearly understand that he's never was crying about targets. He crying about the offense needing to be better. But even for you to make that whole big hooray about whatever, you got to be better because there were passes that hit your hand and you dropped them.
Yeah.
When you're crying to be involved.
Yeah.
When you doing all of that type of stuff, you got to be perfect.
Yeah.
Only balls you shouldn't catch. Pause. Only balls you shouldn't catch is the ones where clearly you could not make a play on them. But if they hit your hands, you got to catch it. Especially after all the hoorah you did.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I capped this game up last night. Where we're at, I mean, the defense gives me so much hope the way they've looked against these teams that I'm actually okay. Like, I'm not down. Like we are in the driver's seat for the NFC. We have the tiebreaker over all these top opponents. I mean, to beat everyone right there who's right behind you, we don't play Seattle, so we don't know about that, is an accomplishment, right? Mm-hmm. So this team just proves no matter what and how it looks, they know how to win games. They can win games. Yeah. And it's not going to look like Buffalo. They're not going to, this is the hard part because they can do it. They can put 30 points up.
They have the potential to score 30 every game.
So
the talent is there.
I just keep thinking week after week, it's going to eventually happen. Something's going to click and it's going to happen. And until they lose and start losing and it starts going the other way, I'm just going to have to go in every week like that, right? Waiting for next week, which, will bring us into the Cowboy game now. Yeah, I mean, can the Cowboys? Yeah, the Cowboys can go up and down the field if Dak's on, and he always seems to be on against.
Oh yeah, he
always
he shows up against us.
So
no matter what, he shows up against us.
Yeah,
but
the Eagles are giving them 4.5 points.
But and also, the Cowboy defense actually is playing a little better. I mean, we'll see what they look like tonight. But the last couple games, they started playing a little better. So it ain't like that bullshit defense that we ran into them week one.
Yeah. So,
we'll see.
So the Eagles are giving the Cowboys 4.5 points. All right. In Dallas. I'm tired of even making predictions on them because, it doesn't come out. This offense just, it doesn't.
Like every time I say,
I keep waiting
every time I say 31-17 or 34-24 or something like that, it end up being like a 16-9 game.
It was 16-13 Eagles win.
Yeah. So, but Eagles Cowboys, it's going to be low scoring. Not low scoring, but it's not going to be 40-40 like a shootout with the Giants.
We thought this last game, right? There's no way I was going to be a shootout. The Eagles offense has to score points. No, they didn't.
And I said that last week too. I said there's no way that you're going to beat the Lions scoring 10 points. I mean, you did beat them scoring 10 points, but you only added 6 more.
Yeah. So, yeah, you just don't know what you're going to get out of this offense. And this offense, I'm going to say it, will eventually get their shit together. I hope. But Cowboy week, so fuck the Cowboys still. Fuck all these people who were from Philly that root for them. Anyway, I didn't say that, but all right. So
tush push. Y'all don't like it, or we don't care.
Yeah, I don't like it no more either, though. I'm just tired of giving people fucking fuel. Like I knew that last play, the way that that pass interference play, which shouldn't have been called. And I said at the moment, I wish I didn't want them to call that. I would have rather them got the ball and I'll stop them again. Mm-hmm. Right. And it's just like the tush push too. I don't know. I'm just tired of people fucking complaining about it. Yeah. So,
hey, at this point, man, I just don't. I don't know what I'm getting every week to week from this offense. But if that defense stay consistent the way it's been the last 2 weeks, I don't really see nobody beating them.
It's a championship caliber defense, right? So we've seen defense wins championships. So this is what I mean to go back where I saw that before when they were trying to break down these teams. Right. Would you take the Rams or Seattle's defense over the Eagles' defense right now, the way they looked the last 2 weeks?
I'm going to say, absolutely no. I'm biased as hell, and I'm cool with that, but I'm still not. I'm taking my defense.
And defense wins championships.
Yeah.
So this is what I mean. Fuck the national people who come with this nonsense
I do like Seattle's defense though, but I'm still taking ours over.
Yeah, fuck them too. All right. So, all right. Eagles Cowboys this week. Eagles 27, Cowboys 24.
Eagles 23, Cowboys 17.
Yeah, I hate giving them that many points, but they usually put something up on the Eagles. So this is Winging It, week 12, episode 10. See you next week.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.